Alrighty, let's get this started with Johnny. So, first things first, we're trying to play a big neutral fuck off character where we dominate half the screen with these insane buttons. And we throw money, that way we can get in and get some damage. I feel like that may have cut out, but whatever. Either way, we're trying to swing, throw money, get money, kill people. First things first, is just learning our BNBs. Um, all of these BNBs, so your mid-screen ones, will work in the corner. Uh, The only thing I will say is that there is one in the corner that is a little bit harder, but you can look into that if you. I can't speak. You can do your mid-screen routes; those will work everywhere. It's just there is higher damage that is available in the corner with potentially better Oki, potentially better levels, stuff like that. But first things first, level 1. This is going to be the same everywhere. We're going to just do some buttons into 2D, so, and then toss a coin. It's better if you do it on the first hit of 2D. So, whenever you... Why am I struggling so much? I'm just completely flubbing it, so do that. It's going to make them tech in the air, get your level, call it a day. You can actually dash behind that to try to keep up the pressure, but that's whatever. Next thing is level 2. So this is generally what you're going to be shooting for, is trying to get into level 2. So we're just going to do some buttons starting off. And then that. We're going to jump back. And on that last hit, I forgot to do the special move. We're just doing simple stuff. So it's going to be JK, S, K, S, D, and then I forget what this is called. I think it's Insignia. So we're going to do... Why am I fumbling this? Jesus. And that usually will connect. Very rare that doesn't. Even if it doesn't, though, it doesn't change the knockdown that much, or the hit that much. You're getting about 170, 180 damage. Level 3, this is something that we do not really want to be going for, but just on the off chance that you do get it. So it's going to be like here, and as you can see, the entire bar is flashing blue. It means that there's an FRC point throughout that entire thing. And you can, if you time it correctly, you can actually combo out of it. I would not recommend that. It's really bad. There is some stuff in the corner specifically. I wouldn't worry about it. Level 3, if you have it, it's something where you kind of just let it send. Like you'll do... if I can go into it. There we go. We're going to go ahead and just let it send, and we're going to call it a day. Don't mess with past that. It's not really worth your time or effort. At least not until you're much more experienced. Off throw, there's two things. One of them I'm not really going to notate because I think it's a little bit more difficult to work with. But you can do throw into coin. And that's your nice, simple, easy, take your level and be done with it. And that's one I don't have because that air situation after is something that you have to fight. I think it's better to just take a little bit more damage. So the same combo works off 6p from what I was testing, so you can actually do that. It's basically the same as your airstring. The only difference is now we're going to do JP at the start, and then you can cut out a JS if you want. So if I could input it, Jesus. There we go. You can cut out like one button on at any point during it, basically. I would say you either cut out the second JS or the first one. Doesn't matter a ton. You can do the whole string, it's a little bit more damage. But in the corner, so this is where this is a little bit more complicated, but it's definitely worth learning because it is a lot more damage. So you could do like simple things doing like 5k 5h, so we're gonna do that into knockdown. And then you can actually combo off that one and get a whole instance from that. So, oh, sorry, I'm struggling here. I know I can hit that. Hold on. Boom. There we go. So just now that you've seen it, it's going to be 5K, 5H, or just something up close into 236K. Coin toss, dash forward, 5K, 5H, and then we're doing misfinder P, and then we're doing dash jump into PK, or sorry, KS, KSD. So just to hit it one more time so you can see it. I'm just struggling today. Good lord. So there. There you go. Airstring doesn't matter a ton there. You can kind of do like 2 buttons into 3, and then insignia. But here's where their big stuff's gonna come in is offense. So a big thing to start out with is everything is going to be canceled into misfinder. But the thing is, you want to cancel it. So this is 6H raw, and you're just gonna try to hit misfinder and cancel if heavy. So don't go too quick on it. You do have to wait for Johnny to actually get into the stance, so you can go like S, slight delay, H. That's what I like to do. You can do a K into H, whatever. Just make sure you're rotating into that H a little bit later. Big goal though is we're trying to make people scared to press buttons, because so like this is minus like 10, 15, something like that. It's crazy minus for this game. And if we can cancel in this, now we're like +6. And it goes up with every level that you have. So being like level 2 is really nice, because not only do you have those big combos unlocked, you're just plus. Oh wow, I didn't even know that was jump cancelable. That's kind of a huge deal as well. Good to know. But be willing to just kind of press your big buttons and misfinder cancel, and then just see what they want to do. If you want to call them out for trying to jump, you can toss a coin up. You can go to the air yourself. You can do and swing again. So like swing and then throw another button. And if they try to press there, they got caught. And then you can go into something. But big thing is we're trying to crank that guard bar you see at the top, right above their name, and get throws in. Dash is really strong. Big thing is though, when we're trying to do it, is one, we need to have them respecting us so they don't want to press, but also you want to hit back in FD in the middle of it, and that makes it so you can actually cancel the dash faster. Like I'm doing it successfully there, because if you try to just dash forward throw, it can work, but it's not as consistent as doing this. I don't know why exactly it doesn't show the green flash consistently, but I know it does let you cancel it. And that will let you get your stuff way more consistently. They're not reacting to that flash. Something else that's really big too. So whenever you're doing all these cancels, sometimes you just need a quick button that's going to be good to go from. So something that really nice is 5K. Another big thing is like on Gatlings. So let's see. I'm trying to remember what all has it. I know that. Wow, there's something that Gatlings in the 6K. You can also just like with a gap do 6K, and it's really solid because you can do misfinder cancel out of it. And this is plus, and you could press a button behind it, so you can absolutely take that as a way to like, oh, they're respecting me, but maybe not enough to throw. I'm gonna do this, and then misfinder cancel off of it. It also, this is something that I'll talk about later, is you can FRC it. So right before the kick comes out, you can hit RC and do throw. So it'd be like here, oh, we're gonna go in. If I can hit it now. There we go. And you get your whole string. Next thing is Oki. So whenever we do score knockdown, we don't have a ton of great options as Johnny compared to a lot of the cast, but we'll take what we can get. So like we were talking about earlier, you can get that little air tech chase. and try to stop them, they have to spend meter to catch that, or they have to press something faster than you. So that's really strong. Something else that's incredibly strong, though, on this is you can hit 3H, so down forward heavy, and misfinder cancel it, and you're plus off of that. You can also try to do a button, which is really nice. So walk forward, and I messed it up there, but right there, that's pretty plus, and it's a low, so I'll check them trying to backdash, stuff like that. You can do something like 5k, and then the really easy option is you do coin toss button to cover the wake up immediately, or sometimes you don't even have to press anything. You can just hold down back. So you can do this coin toss, hold down back, and you have a extremely plus on block coin to just cover you as you dash in, do whatever you want. Going into your next bit is neutral. So like we were talking about earlier, you want to cancel pretty much everything in the misfinder stance. We got big buttons, so absolutely be willing to use those. 5k stop sign button, like we talked about earlier, it's fast, good range on it, cannot really be beat in a lot of ways. 5p is a good anti-air for whenever people are trying to jump at you, but 6p is too slow. So 5p can cover that, and it also, you can jump off of it. So you can go into your airstreams, nothing crazy. Far Slash and 2S are great. 2S doesn't have quite as much range, but it does hit low, which can mean you can catch things like Eno Stroke, where she slides on the ground, Soul, who likes to go on the ground a lot. But Far Slash will generally be your go-to. Let's see. 5H and 6H are also great, but they're a little bit slower, a little bit more committal. But they crank that guard bar, and they do so much damage raw on their own, to be honest, that it's really never feels bad to press those if you know it can connect. Big thing that's a little bit more intricate is you can use coins in neutral because they will stay out even if Johnny gets hit. So you can do this and then run behind it to try to check something. Or if you're like, oh, I think they might come in the air, you can toss in the air while you try to cover stuff on the ground. So you can use that as basically an assist like you would in a tag fighter. It's really an insanely strong tool. JK is a great jump normal. Good for jumping in, it's good for air-to-airs, it has jump cancel, it's got everything. Great normal. JS is good if they're in the air with you, they're a little bit further out, it's going to dominate most of those interactions. JH is also really nasty, like we were talking about JK. JH just hits lower, it hits harder. Going to be more plus generally. So, JK is like, if you're not sure what the interaction's about to be, you toss that out. JS is if you know they're going to be in the air. JH is if you know if they're going to be on the ground. That's how I like to think about it. And the last bit is our meter usage. So, while you're in stance, you have a jackhound. And this is incredibly strong. With that stagger, you can get a combo off of it. However, it is a little bit more tricky to use, so I don't recommend messing with it too much. Instead, start out with, you're going to just use your reversal. So that's going to be half circle back, hit forward with heavy. The fastest shit reversal, it's -6. Really, it's fairly safe with pushback and everything, so it's not bad at all. 6k FRC, like I talked about before, is going to be a great meter usage as well. And then the last one's going to be Air Super, so you can actually do it like that. It'll catch people on the ground while you're up in the air, and you can do a lot of stupid stuff with it. It also hits as an overhead. But bigger thing is you can use it in combos. So we're talking about doing, let's see, do that. So, oh, well, that one was a little bit of a weird interaction, so see if it connects. Yeah, it's a little bit tricky to hit, but if you hit it, you can actually get people brought back down to the ground. And it turns into a whole shebang. Wow, I cannot hit this. I'm going to give it one more try and probably call it quits, but... Okay, one more. That was just atrocious. I can't hit it today. But you can actually do it a little bit in the middle of your strings, like maybe cut a button out one spot or here or there, go into it, and it will bring them back towards the ground. They will tech in the air, and you can kind of treat it as that 2D coin situation where you can force a interaction. But yeah, I think that's about it to start with.